universities in India or abroad. Fourth, the implementation of a full-scope ERP to capture online the complete student life cycle from admissions to graduation is fast moving forward. This would be in place fully later this year. Fifth, our plan to invest in upgrading our physical and lab infrastructure to international standards is gaining traction. Project Parivartan Pilani campus envisages an investment of over 400 crore rupees to renovate or expand housing for students, housing for faculty, and all other academic areas. Similar projects for expanding our capacity to cater to increased number of students in the Goa campus and in the Hyderabad campus are on the anvil. These and many other initiatives are part of a larger plan to grow the student body significantly over the next decade, while transforming BITS to become one of India's finest research-focused science and technology institutions. We believe these steps will prepare us to effectively meet the growing challenges in the coming years. I will focus only on two challenges. These relate to A, induction and retention of research-focused faculty, and B, creation of lab infrastructure to support research or innovation. We have seen an explosive growth in the number of colleges and universities that offer undergraduate and postgraduate programs in science or engineering. This is to be expected, given that the growing number of young people seek to move ahead in their lives through higher technical education. We have also witnessed a huge decline in standards of education to the point that the majority of graduates in science and engineering are unemployable. To a large extent, the prime reason is lack of motivated, talented young men and women who wish to take up teaching or research as a career in India. BITS Pilani has assigned the highest priority to recruiting the best talent available anywhere in the world. Today, across its 4 campuses, BITS has over 650 faculty members, resulting in a student-to-faculty ratio of 16 students to 1 faculty. In the coming years, we expect to hire faculty aggressively so as to achieve a ratio of 12:1 by the year 2020, a ratio that will leave enough time to faculty to engage in meaningful research or innovation. Funding to create lab infrastructure that will support research by a growing community of faculty and PhD students is the other major challenge we face. It is anybody's guess as to what will it take to create lab infrastructure necessary to support 2,000 PhD students. Given the disciplines that BITS has emphasized over the years, BITS has decided to invest over rupees 200 crores in upgrading or expanding research infrastructure. To fund this expansion in research capacity, we look to industry and to government agencies such as DST and DBT to fund this in the form of sponsored R&D projects. I'm happy to report that our efforts in this area are beginning to bear fruit. The above challenge of sourcing funds to expand capacity is compounded by the fact that we are an independent university that does not receive budgetary or maintenance support from any government, any business, or any family. BITS relies completely upon itself to generate resources from tuition fees paid by on-campus and off-campus students. I must, however, share with you that the tuition fees at BITS Pilani is the most competitive amongst all its peers. And even so, BITS ensures that 24% of all its undergraduate students will receive some form of tuition waiver, and 50% of all postgraduate and PhD students will receive a stipend in addition to a partial tuition waiver. This is the challenge before any independent university in India that wishes to pursue an agenda that is driven by research. We look forward to MHRD, UGC, DST, and DBT, and such other agencies in the government to find ways to empower universities such as ours to expand our research programs. Before I close, I would like my faculty and staff to join me in congratulating all our students who will be graduating today from our campus in Goa. To those graduating today, I hope you will use your knowledge and experience fruitfully to serve the people of this country and those elsewhere. I wish you all the very best in your lives, both professional and personal, and as you move forward in your life, Do reflect upon the many contributions that your family, your teachers, your communities have made to your lives. Do remain connected with your alma mater and visit us whenever you can. Dr. Pachauri, thank you once again for readily agreeing to be with us at this very joyous moment. We are eagerly waiting to hear your convocation address. Last but not the least, I want to thank my faculty and staff in Goa and elsewhere for their commitment to excel in every aspect of teaching and research. Your continued effort helps BITS Pilani retain its position as one of the top 5 or 6 destinations in India for students, for recruiters, as well as for faculty. Before I hand over the mic to Professor Raman, I would like to read out the message from our Chancellor, Shri Kumar Mangalam Birla, who could not be with us today because of his other engagements. And I will quote him. Today, you commence a new phase in your professional lives, when your wings will take you to new destinations without the comfort, shelter, and caring of the homes you were born in, or the institutions and campuses that nurtured you. It is my fervent hope that BITS has prepared you well, not just to commence your professional lives with competence, capability, and confidence, but as men and women who will shape our society and our country in the coming decades. Bring passion to your endeavors, bring the fire in you and the sparkle in your eyes to every task you set upon. Skills and capabilities you have. There is no doubt about this. The world was shaped by men and women whose restlessness with the status quo drove them to do things differently and do them well, and do them with a deep concern for the well-being of their fellow men. I'm confident so will you. The opportunities India and the world afford today are limitless. Grab them and shape your lives and shape the world. Just as the reputation of BITS Pilani has been shaped by the quality of men and women who walked through its portals, you will shape BITS' reputation in the coming years. Today is your day. I congratulate each one of you who will graduate from BITS. Unquote. And thank you for your attention.
Chief guest of today's convocation at the BITS Pilani KK Birla Goa campus, Padma Vibhushan, Dr. Rajendra K. Pachauri, Vice Chancellor Professor B.N. Jain, distinguished guests present in the audience, my colleagues from all the 4 campuses of BITS, members of the Senate, proud parents of the graduating students, faculty and staff of this campus, members of the press, and the future architects of our motherland, BITSians graduating today from this campus. A warm welcome to one and all. The first convocation of this campus was held last August after a long gap in the history of BITS Pilani. It was a memorable event both for the graduating students and the faculty. This year, we have 614 of our students eligible to receive their degrees, 399 of them their first degrees, 159 of them their first degree, along with another degree under the popularly known dual degree scheme, 50 of them their higher degree, and 6 of them their PhD degree in this batch. We have 3 medalists, 1 gold, 1 silver, and 1 bronze. Sir, this campus is the dream come true of our respectful former Chancellor, Dr. Krishna Kumar Birla, and the son of the legendary Dr. Ghanshyam Das Birla. He was a successful industrialist, a renowned philanthropist, an active parliamentarian. When Dr. Birla decided to build campuses outside Pilani, Goa was his first choice. Known for his vision and meticulous planning, Dr. Birla saw to it that the campus came up with all the necessary infrastructure in 2 years' time, well before admitting the first batch of 600 students in August 2004. Dr. Birla evinced keen interest in the progress of this campus till his demise in August 2008. In respectful homage to the memory of Dr. K.K. Birla, this campus was renamed as BITS Pilani, KK Birla campus on 21st April 2011 by Shri Rahul Gandhi. Sir, this fully residential campus has been built on an area of 180 acres with a capital investment of about 155 crores. 11 first degree programs, 6 higher degree programs and PhD programs are being offered from this campus. With an annual intake of about 660 students, the campus has now a total strength of about 2,600 students. We are now embarking upon an ambitious growth plan over the next 8 years, wherein the student population will almost be doubled, and the focus would be on postgraduate and research programs. Sir, you might be aware that BITS has implemented all the educational reforms recommended by various commissions in the country right from the 70s. Notable among them are the credit-based system, transparent admission process, semester system, continuous and total internal evaluation, letter grading, academic flexibilities, which include the well-known dual degree, by which BITS has provided a fillip to science education in the country, periodic revision of curriculum in tune with the needs of industry, and the practice-oriented learning apart from classroom teaching. The last one that I have just mentioned, which is popularly known as BITS Practice School program, running for the past 4 decades, is unique in this country, wherein students are required to spend 7.5 months on projects in the industry. This program is an integral part of curriculum, enabling our students to practice what they learn in the classrooms. As on today, about 300 students of this campus are occupied in about 50 locations, supervised by an equal number of faculty members. I am proud to share with you the fact that industry supports the students for this period by giving stipends. As an alternative to a practice school, our students are encouraged to pursue their thesis work either at our research labs or in the prestigious institutions of national and international repute. Students of this campus have been carrying out their thesis work in IISc, TIFR in India, and IECR Germany, University of Michigan USA, INRA France, Imperial College London. Research at BITS is an integrated activity that encompasses teaching and utilizes its linkages with the outside world of academia and industry. A large number of our students from all the 3 tiers are involved in research. In addition to doctoral research, at the first degree level, a 1-semester full-time thesis cum seminar course, and at the higher degree level, dissertation course offer excellent research opportunities to our students. Number of research projects have been sponsored by various funding agencies. Presently, the campus has 45 sponsored research projects worth about 16 crores, funded by various national and international funding agencies. Among these research projects, 11 projects worth 7.5 crores have been approved during the last year, the funding agencies being Gas Authority, DST, DBT, DST, ICSSR. I may briefly mention here about some of these significant research activities. Dr. Srikant Mutnori of the Department of Biological Sciences has completed 4 research projects related to bioremediation and bioenergy. He is also appointed the consultant by German National Cooperation Unit under Indo-German Environment Program for Waste to Energy Park in Nashik. Dr. Srinivas Krishnaswamy of Department of Chemical Engineering has received a project from GAIL for 3.82 crores to work on seawater desalination using liquefied natural gas refrigeration. Dr. K.R. Anupama of Department of Electrical and Electronics, along with her colleagues from Pilani, has received a project of 80 lakhs from Gas Authority of India Limited on design and development of condition-based monitoring of pipelines using wireless sensor networks. Dr. Ramshankar Patel of Physics has been granted project worth 50 lakhs on magnetotransport in magnetic tunnel junctions. The number of conferences and workshops held at this campus have enabled the students and faculty to network with experts from various fields and exchange ideas with them. BITS GCon, a youth-centered green conference organized in association with TERI on 4th February 2012, endeavored to approach the energy crisis in an entirely new way so as to gather the interest of some of the best budding talents in the country. The Institute has collaborative arrangement with several foreign universities in order to promote joint research activities and exchange of faculty, students and published material. Notable among them, the INRA France and Helmholtz Center for Environmental Research at Germany. Our students are our pride. Often we find number of students opting for internships abroad, especially in France, Germany and USA, out of their own initiatives during the summer of their third year. This year, 6 students from our campus have been selected for ISB Young Leaders Program and 14 students have been selected for top IIMs. An amazing 17 students from our campus have been selected for Google Summer of Code, a prestigious international project. It's worth mentioning here that our student Chetan Bansal have been selected for the consecutive third time. Apart from the scholastic records, students of Goa campus are actively involved in various extracurricular activities. Waves, an All India Cultural Festival, Virasat, a Spikmakai Festival, WAR, an academic gathering from various universities, Spree, sports meet, are entirely planned and conducted by our students. They also demonstrate that sensitive